There's two of us.
Bald Eagle and
we're multiplying.
Illegal.
Picking your brains as we get into this one. Team Liquid as well, taking on Cloud9. Going to be interested to see how this, got to say it right, European team, this international roster of Team Liquid goes to take out Cloud9.
Is this Liquid's pick?
Good question.
That's a great question. Let me refresh the page over here. And yes, it is Liquid's pick.
Okay, Liquid picked Ancient, Cloud9 picked Inferno, and then we were...
You guys have had some poppin' Ancients lately. 2 big wins on it, 9 and Cloud9 yesterday. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Been putting some work into it, or just it's all clicking for some reason?
I mean, we've been working on all the maps, but I think just Elite in general is really good on his position on this map. He's playing middle on both sides, and I think he's doing a good job, so it's been helping a lot. It makes it really easy if you can control mid on this map.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really hard on both sides to be able to control middle, so if you have someone that can take that down, then it becomes much easier.
That donut position seems tailor-made for you as well. It's a lot of fun. Dualies in Shiro's hands, 2 headshots.
Ooh. Awkward now.
Exile on the flank.
Oh, dear. Just as he was about to...
This is going to be tough for Liquid now. They have no way to advance.
Yeah, they're boxed.
Rainwaker, though, 45.
Rainwaker ain't get him out of this one. He ain't digging him out of that hole.
NT in the chat.
That's the worst way to die. You're throwing a smoke, someone shoots you in the back.
Yeah.
And the smoke just drops on the ground.
Yeah.
Who's the dually user on your team? Every team's got to have one these days.
Elise and Grim. Well, Elise and Grim usually, but sometimes sloppy.
Is the secret just Smash Mouse one? Like
just spam it as quick as you can.
As quick as you can.
Honestly, just pull it down and just
so
hope
you are
to God.
doing some degree of like control.
Yeah, you got to spray it a little bit and hold it down, yeah.
Okay. Because I keep getting dropped dualies and you feel like such a twat. It was hilarious yesterday. I was on top hut. I'm like, I can hear them coming, boys. Here it comes. Just flying Glock 1 to the face.
That's the iconic dualies experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't know you have to pull down onto dualies.
Right.
Like it actually has a spray.
Well,
Merrick's holding the flash for them to take banana control.
All Glocks.
I actually want to see Liquid's T-side on this map. I think they have really good T-sides in general.
Have you guys been practicing quite a bit since you've been here?
Not at all.
Not at all? All right. Sweet.
Probably just because we're in the same group, so we haven't gotten any of the scrims against them.
Well, while we have this little Glock round that's probably going to yield absolutely nothing, let me ask you, what's it been like playing with Grim again? Have you noticed some improvements from his time in Liquid?
I think that overall, Grim is very similar to how he was in Liquid, but I think that he's more in tune with how he wants to play compared to before, where I think that he was thinking that he played a different type of style when he was on Liquid, and he wasn't playing like his best Counter-Strike because of it. And now on Complexity, I think that he's like honed in on like how he wants to play, like how he plays at his best and everything like that.
Right.
And I think that's been helpful for him.
Yeah, a little bit more assertive than what he wants.
Exactly.
I think when he left Liquid, he was kind of like a broken man. He didn't know what plays he wanted to do, what was working for him at all.
Well, that feeds into this conversation, a recurring theme in competitive Counter-Strike, which is confidence. You know, in terms of like the, when you boil it all down, yes, there's strategy, but it is all just to facilitate putting your crosshair on the head before they click on your head. And confidence play seems to play a big part in that, JT. What's been your experience in terms of maintaining confidence in your one's self and one's game?
For me, it's just keeping confidence in my calling. So I think making sure that it's the way I'm calling, it's like what I'm comfortable with rather than like what everyone else wants.
Yeah,
because it's hard to be confident in like other people's ideas unless like you really believe in them. So I think, especially I think for individuals, like just normal players, I think they should just make sure they like take note of the things they like to do. Like for Grim, like I think he really started to take note recently, like the things that work for him and I think the plays that he likes to do.
And he can tell you that and you can take that into consideration.
Yeah, exactly. I think especially for like lurkers or AWPers, like they can make a lot of plays on their sides of the map, and if the IGL doesn't know what they like to do, then it's not going to happen. So I think speaking to my teammates, asking them what they like, and then trying to build it into a game is like making it really easy for both me and the players to be confident.
Ooh.
How did he just go through the smoke, right?
Just as it was fading, he kind of went through.
Okay.
2 dead cave though. Surely you can just walk into B now. I can still see them lingering around lane. Question marks about Red Room as well with all that mid space lost. They have no idea where this is going to finish off.
Surprising they still play slow after that. I think a lot of teams would have just ran in.
Okay. Yep, he's just going to win the whole round. Switches away to his nades. That's an awkward death and shouldn't be a problem, right? OC can get the bomb into A and never mind. The frags have come through.
Yeah, and they had the location of the last 2 players as well. What do you do when you lose cave like that? Like when you lose 2 players in cave, like there's no real way to recover, is there?
Yeah, if it's 5v3, you just have to have some heroics come out of the round.
Yeah.
I like that Liquid this round is winning time on the smokes at mid. You can see that because on CT side you have to use smokes in the beginning of the round just because it's such a hard map. They're specifically delaying their smokes just so they can win the time on the mid smokes and create some different timings. Not this round,
No,
though.
I was going to say, yeah. So this time they've actually opted to smoke red, but that's probably because they know the CTs don't have the nades. They don't have the money. Quick util set towards the B site limits the cave players' options.
He's probably just trying to bait out some nades on
Yeah.
the anti-eco.
Okay, that makes sense. This isn't always a nice little pop fast, a cheeky way to get a frag. And Exile, he's got the perfect weapon, not the perfect result. 5-7 up close A main. And then there's these gambles. I mean, like, it's such an interesting conversation because some in-game leaders are calling them, you know, every single time you lose one of those early advantages, you take an educated gamble and, or perhaps, you know, play retake in one part of the map. Is that something you've got more comfortable calling as it becomes more vogue and more meta?
Yeah, but I think it's important to like not make it obvious that you always do that.
Yeah,
I think some teams we play against, it's like pretty obvious. Like as soon as they go get man down, they're just gonna
And you can
like
call
group
around
together
that.
or like gamble. And then some teams are really obvious. They're just gonna, as soon as they go man down, they're just gonna push everything. So like if you can notice that in the demos you watch, it's gonna be pretty obvious. I think we need to make sure that you're just like mixing it up.
Right, you want to be both. You want to be keeping them guessing every time.
Yeah.
Did you notice anything, without giving too much away, did you notice anything in preparing for Cloud9 for this map that we'll probably see in this matchup today?
On this map, without giving anything away, I think it's they play pretty slow, but I think Liquid does the same. So it's really interesting to see both of them play this map because they both like play pretty slow T sides and they don't take a lot of like risks on their CT sides. So it's like going to be a really slow and grimy game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and C9, they like to save their nades a lot on their CT side so they can stuff late. But I think that if Liquid keeps playing like where they want to win time on the smokes, it's going to put a lot of pressure on them, especially when Josh ends up getting out the op.
Okay, sorry, I have the brain of a chimpanzee. Play time or win time on smokes? What is that? What does that mean?
So if you're both like fighting over mid and you smoke house instantly at the beginning of the round,
Yeah.
then your smoke is going to be going away before like the CT smoke.
Right,
Unless,
of course.
Just because of like of how fast it's going to be popping. So if you let the whatever the CT smoke is bloom and you smoke a couple seconds after it, then your smokes are going to be up longer than theirs, and then they're going to have to fall back because they're not as covered.
Right, so as their CT smoke's fading, you're flashing, your smoke's still up, and you get that space based off of that delay of the smoke. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, so when Henry's shouting at me saying, delay your smoke, Alex, delay your smoke. That's
What he means.
That's
Yeah,
what he
now
wants.
you know.
I get it. This time they haven't. A quick one, and the battle for mid. Here we go. Rages on. Is this like the full package deal? The double incendiary. No smoke, though. And it's done enough. Patsi unable to address the potential jump up. Two of them maneuvering for it.
Is there a miss smoke and elbow there from Patsi?
It might be.
Yeah. But no, not.
Oh, dear. Well, Exile has a smoke. It not going up cleared things for that vision, so a nice little trade. Exile still patient. Not a whole lot of fun options for him, and he's going to go for the fallback. Rainwaker just jiggling it. They're going to call a stalemate. Smoke comes out a little bit late. So Liquid here is just going to adjust to meet up with OC. They're going to hit this A bomb site. Shiro and Exile on the rotation, and at least one is stepping through that.
Ooh, nice little boost here. Haven't seen
I
this.
never see people do this.
Surely gonna get
This is
first.
new?
Oh, you
Yeah,
can't see
I haven't seen
anything,
it.
but
All right.
Kind of gave him vision on the
Ooh.
jump up, and down goes Naf.
he doesn't even know where he died from.
No,
Yeah.
couldn't even communicate it. Probably CT, sight, maybe. Shiro now reveals himself over towards temple position. Down goes OC. Looks like a perfect round. But with that bomb down, maybe there's something to be said here about these two.
They don't have any utility. This could actually be a pretty tricky retake, all things considered. Rainwaker spots one on the flank, but he's going to give it up to come back and help out. Double kill. Massive. And they know Shiro's position in temple as well.
Yeah, but Shiro, he's on the warpath, walking ready to put the barrel in the belly button. Nice from Rainwaker. Dead now. Need to see that close from YEKINDAR. He's got it. Strong from Liquid. A 2 versus 4 recovery.
The anime pad.
Okay, I've worked out why I haven't got into the server, guys. I'm so brain broken. I've been trying to play on CS2. We're not there. We're not
I wonder
there
why you
yet.
had that up.
I thought you were trying to set up like a new.
No, just
New thing or
I
something?
told you, brain of a chimpanzee here. There we go. Go. CSGO.
Offensive.
It's a super good round from Rainwaker.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
And he's actually been playing great this tournament. I was looking at the stats and like how he's been playing, and it's been pretty impressive. So I'm happy to say that he's been playing well at this tournament compared to the ones before.
I mean, I can't imagine how difficult it would be. You know, when I try and empathize. Damn, Patsi, yeah, he's not playing this round.
No, that softened him up real nice. That's perfect.
Intentional
nades.
gap on the smoke so they can double nade him, potentially.
Maybe.
This is what we do at the casting desk.
Yeah.
We give players way too much credit.
We do.
They've left an intentional gap as they exploit it.
We never know. Oh, that's a good find. Great find. That's OC to go down. Patsy's still low on health. YEKINDAR's there for that bailout. And here comes our boy Rainwaker.
Oh, that's
you can see
unfortunate.
it all falling apart.
Great timing peek from Hobbit there.
Naf, though, has made the play. Trapped him in towards cave. Patsy gets one. The next swing comes from the right, and Naf's got that as well. That's perfect cohesion from Liquid. And they get a plant at the B-bomb site, and they get a round win.
Yeah, Liquid seems so calm on these rounds. Even though they're breaking down so much, they actually seem really calm on their decision-making. I think that's impressive on this map. It's really hard to be like that on this map.
Yeah?
What, as in when you get into those kind of chaotic mid-rounds?
Yeah, not just like running like headless chickens. They're actually like getting into good spots and then waiting for their frags, like what Naf was doing there. I think a lot of players would have just ran all the way up long and just looked for the fight. But like Keith knows that they're going to come back and he's waiting there in a good spot. And I mean, Patsy's holding the left side as well, so it's like they're trapped.
They're trapped.
Strong for a fourth T round as well. Shiro saving the AK-47. Quick looking at the scores on the doors. Looks like Shiro, he's got more frags than he did by the end of the map, I think, actually. Already. 5 today. Getting himself started off as he means to go on. When asked about what happened, he claimed he just had a bad game. You know, it'd be nice if you can dismiss that and then immediately come in and demonstrate that it was a bad day in the office and you can kind of wipe the slate clean with a good dominant performance against Liquid. But judging by the Counter-Strike we're seeing so far, lads, it looks like Liquid are going to make them sweat, make them work for this. Both orbs out now. Let's see how they start to put them to work.
Oh, there's the smoke again.
Conceding middle this round. Going for an A main setup instead. Shiro's probably just going to set him up and then go back to donut later.
Take off at some kind of a timing.
And then is there a queue for like the A main flank? You wait until you hear your B players calling about action? Like, when does Axel start holding W? Right now, obviously, it's still occupied.
I think from demos, like if you know like the kind of strats they like to run, like from the nades you hear in middle would be like you'll kind of know where the players are.
Right, okay.
I think you can kind of like guess, not guess, but like make a good educated guess, yeah, of where they are.
I think pushing A main is difficult to get that timing right, but usually I think this is more standard what Shiro's doing now, where you just set them up and then as soon as they could potentially be donut or house, then you pick up that opening.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Well, now they're clearly making it apparent they're fighting for cave, and Hobbit's dead on that elevated boost. Smoke to delay. 60 seconds, though, when that smoke's dropped. I don't see any more smokes bar Axile on A. So, red carpet rolls out for Liquid's finish now.
Yeah, well, especially with this mid infestation of Patsy over in Red Room. Rainwaker's up there with them, so they've got so many options now. Those guys as pivot points, and just now you can see Shiro shifting off A. Axile's making his move, 35 seconds on the clock.
The B fake for the house guys to activate.
I mean, this is hard for the T still. They have no nades.
Shiro has it red as well.
Yeah, Perfecto spotted it as well, so he confirmed what Shiro was probably suspecting. And now that A flank gets so dangerous, and that's a nice shutdown.
Felt like Liquid had everything you could dream of, apart from perhaps utility. But the control, they can't recover this. A 2 versus 4. You've only got 10 seconds, lads. Just try and get away.
Yep. That was just a really well played round from Cloud9. I think that all of their movement on the map, it could have went wrong if Liquid did, some other certain type of strategy, but I think that they moved well for the type of information that Liquid was giving.
Especially over in mid, like with having 2 players there, a lot of resources, when they kind of box that in and don't let it progress, it's like that's a lot of problems for Team Liquid.
Yep.
This death as well was the start.
I thought it was going to go the other way this round when Electronic wasn't fighting with Hobbit. I felt like it was going to just all break down, but they brought it back really well.
All right, round 8. Both teams with money, both teams with a good buy.
Okay, already seeing 3 players hitting walk towards A main implies, with the bomb not with them by their side, a bit of a fake or something a bit more deceptive.
Well, I mean, it's kind of interesting. I would imagine in some philosophy they're saying, okay, if he had that flank at A, obviously he took control of A main early, so let's go prevent that from happening. And maybe this round, let's go attack it. I don't think they'd expect Shiro with the AWP to be over here in Temple. This could be an issue.
Oh, not if you flash it perfectly like that.
2 guys are walking.
Oh.
Now Patsi takes down Hobbit just as he starts getting antsy. And they're in with the bomb. Perfecto isolated, has to play retake. YEKINDAR taken down elsewhere on the rotation.
Naf turns into a lurk in the middle as well. He's there to cut off Exile, shifting over.
Good shots. Patsi's repelled the potential retake. I think that might be enough by losing their anchor. The rest head in to save Exile through mid. But as simple as that. I mean, I guess, you know, when the A AWPer is flashed off and you lose a player on that side of the map, you know, mission accomplished. You've sold it.
Yeah, and the problem was that the guy at B just had like MP9 or something, I think.
Yeah, he was aware of it.
Never gonna win his fight.
He was aware of like what was happening. Like that's a very common strategy that people do, where they fake an A or B pop and they either walk up mid or they walk up the other site. And Hobbit was aware of it, but unfortunately he didn't have an XM, just an MP9.
The XM. Don't tell me you've been bitten by this bug, bro.
It's crazy.
Didn't you have a shotgun round yesterday?
Yeah, I had the Nova. They didn't come mid though.
No.
Everyone's buying shotguns.
Yeah, it's going to be the judge from Valorant now.
I think our analyst said like a few weeks ago that we should start buying them, and then every single match we just saw everybody buying them. It was like
word spread.
Word spread. I think it was him. He must have told everyone.
Did it happen before Simple started using it, or was it like when Simple used it, everyone was like, "Oh, let's check that out"?
It was before then. I think he told him to use it as well.
Yeah. Damn it, your analyst has got loose lips.
He might have.
It's like we got a fast B pop this round.
Ooh.
Just faking mid, and they're going to do a B pop.
Yeah, 5
Here
of
comes.
them. Just charging up the ramp. Okay, let's see what you got. YEKINDAR's going to be the spearhead straight towards long control, boosting up Perfecto. Can't see much over the smoke. They'll spam it. 3 CTs here trapped on cave side. Bomb going down. Good damage onto Rainwaker on the spam. They'll swap him out. They've lost OC on towards the ramp side on the jump up. Now, that's brave, but he has a flash to set himself up for success. Strikes onto Exile. 4 on 4. Bomb ticking. Smokes are up. Electronic delayed by that. Oh, he's put himself straight into the scopes. The crosshairs.
Spots 2, though. He gets the information across at the very least. Hobbit, Perfecto, and Shiro all exiting towards the bomb site. Patsi, the jump doesn't fool him. Oh, that's a team kill. And YEKINDAR, they know his position, 1 on 2. Do they not know his position? I swear they know it. Headshot, and that's it. It's all done. Shiro, YEKINDAR, they go up with the bomb in a 6th round.
It looked like there was some miscomms there, like that guy jumping out cave. It didn't seem like anyone peeked in time for that. Or maybe that guy at CT peaked, I'm not sure.
How frustrating is that in a game where, like, because like Liquid makes this call, like Cloud9 just kind of had a round where they saved weapons, but like you're kind of as a team starting to set up with a really solid buy, and then all of a sudden it's a B pop. Like, you know, you have the plan to go around the map. Like, that's got to be tough to deal with.
As the B player, it's frustrating, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, they were playing the retake well. Like, you either need to have cave or you need to have long, like, for you to even be able to retake.
That's a good checklist, and that's a missed shot from Shiro. Now they're going to lose the sight. The util's been dumped. I say that. Rainwaker puts himself in the scope, and Hobbit pushes through with the CZ for 1. Not a guarantee, though. Hold on to your hats. Patsi's hunting. Shiro's ready and nails it. He's made up for his shortcomings on that opening. And just like that, they try and get a second bite of the cherry, but it's sour.
That Rainwaker swing with the bomb might not have been needed.
And there was no secret that Shiro was
No,
around.
not at all.
Yeah, that one was a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah, that's like one of those peaks where you just can't stop yourself from doing it, and then as soon as you die, you're like, oh, god damn it.
And it's usually the round at 5 seconds or even 2 seconds before they've gone, you got bomb, you got bomb, mate. And I'm like, here I go.
I think it's fine that they lost this round now, though, because the B player is going to be scared of that happening again, the B rush. So
yeah, it's twice
well,
now.
maybe they won't be because
Ooh, big
they won the
pickup
round.
here. This is possible.
With so much time.
No nades, though.
And it requires a slip-up. Yeah, not going to happen. Good work from Shiro. That's all him, actually. 3 in the round. High impact from the AWPer. Cloud9 getting back into their game faces. Electronic plays with them on it are so far away from his face. Actually, John, you similar subscriber.
Yeah. I think it's just very good for like eye strain, especially when you play as many hours as we do.
You do like the arm technique, right? Like you measure it by arm length?
I go close and I just do 1 arm's length away.
Yeah.
I thought you were just putting it at the end of the desk.
No, I just see like how far away my arm is.
Okay, I need to try the arms.
John's a crazy person, though. I remember looking over in practice one day, and he was sitting on a pillow with his legs crossed.
He was playing the match yesterday like that.
We're talking crisscross legs.
Yeah, crisscross.
Wow.
I've seen him aim train with a coffee in his hand. He's just using one hand and just sipping the coffee.
Freak. Just in case that one-handed scenario is ever necessary. You never know.
Just
know?
raw control.
Yeah.
You're like, I need to itch my nose. I need to be prepared for this situation.
I do see players regularly, like when they get smoked off, just kind of take a minute, kind of adjust themselves.
Yeah.
This was a good pace change from C9. They've been giving mid control for most of the half, and now they fought super hard for it. They also have all of banana control at B. But Liquid is also playing this well. They're just conceding that, taking the round slow. They're going to have to save this smoke from Rainwaker. You have to end the round with this smoke now.
Yeah, I feel like we've said this like 2 or 3 times now with Liquid. Is just like they get into this mid-round situation, and you're like, oh, wait, they don't have a whole lot of utility left to use.
Yeah, but it seems like they're playing pretty slow, and they're still running out of their util really quickly. Well, except obviously the B-pop rounds, but
Sometimes it's
they're
necessary,
ending up
though.
with 1 smoke most of the time.
Because C9
Cloud9
is
are
saving
also
their
using
smokes.
theirs, so
Yeah.
but, like that's their last smoke now, and then, like, if they walk into the orb, it's going to be really hard.
Yeah, this is a very tough ending. They might even go for the save.
I think they're just going to go back to B.
Save, surely.
Oh,
Well, when you
save.
don't have any answers, you don't have any answers.
It's a good call
They're
here.
probably thinking the same thing I'm thinking.
Yeah.
They don't know where Shiro is, and he's probably at A because they lost B control.
Yeah, very good call to save here.
Damn, and the reason that they ran out of so much time was by virtue of what you were talking about in terms of fighting for mid?
Yeah, so when you fight mid, you have to end up using a lot of utility. You have to smoke the molly, you have to smoke window, and then if you wanted to condition that one guy's going to potentially go house, then you smoke donut as well, and then that's 3 smokes gone. If you were at B and you wanted to help from the triple side, then you might have used a 4 smoke.
Yeah, geez.
So it can go out really fast, and that's kind of just the nature of Ancient, depending on the type of round you want to play. And C9 just won the fights at mid, and it was really difficult for them.
Just win it by default with utility. JT, talk to us about being that B site player. We've had the 1v1 duel from Patsi. We've had a couple of B pops in a row. So that's, as you as like a B anchor, that's got to be like so. Like how do you kind of think about the upcoming rounds when you've had all of that thrown at you?
Honestly, it's mostly like trying to make them afraid that the orb's there. Because obviously, the worst thing for the T is when you go B and the orb's there. So like when I'm there alone with the rifle, like I want them to be afraid that I'm actually an AWPer. So try and not give it away that I'm the rifler playing B. Or maybe give it away and then the AWP's actually there.
Do you call the AWP over and say, hey, just have a presence here this round or something?
Yeah, if I notice that the team, I don't know what's happening this round.
Yeah, hang on. John's losing his mind.
Not happy about it.
What are you,
Everything's so disjointed this round. I felt like everything just could have been a little bit more together when they were fighting, and now it kind of just broke down in some crazy way. And
everyone's cut noise, so now, I mean, there's info from Shiro. He's holding middle. No one's come ledge. Perfecto's just received no contact cave, so he's receding back into the site to crossfire with electronic. And I can't believe I'm saying it, guys. They got 2 smokes at 50 seconds. There's an exec here. There's something for the finish.
Yeah, it's because they didn't use their nades this round. They're just like running around.
Do you even want to exec when you've cut noise for this long though? Like, doesn't that kind of give away the game maybe a little bit earlier?
That's fair.
Usually not really, because you can get timinged.
Nice work.
I think not the exec you're thinking of, like trying to bait out peaks maybe. Throw some nades and see if they peek you. Because you know that they're going to react as soon as something happens at this time.
Yeah, right after all that silence, it's going to be very quick. Oh, spam. They must have heard it. Yes, they do, and Naf will clear it. Wow, that worked out lovely for Liquid. You just cut noise, get your pick. Naf providing 2.
Those rounds always get so interesting because, like, I feel like that you can make an argument both ways, but it's like Cloud9 doesn't know where anything is. Information plays are obviously risky. That's how they get picked off moving down B ramp. But I guess with 2 players at the B bomb site, that's where you want to make your information play instead of Shiro trying to shift and find something.
Yeah, it's almost like a trap. I think a lot of teams, before John joined us actually, it was one of our problems. Like every time we didn't have info, we just felt like we had to go get it.
Had to do something.
And if we lost a round, it was always like we didn't have info. But like a lot of teams like Liquid just did, they were just waiting for them to come get it because I mean, it's really hard to play CT side if you don't know where they're going, but sometimes you just have to.
It's a big map.
Yeah, it's also a really big map, and it's pretty T-sided in general, so I think Liquid just played it well.
So yeah, the push from Hobbit there, he had Perfecto behind him. Do you think he was just trying to... I don't know.
I think he was just trying to be a hero to get the trade from Axile's death.
Right.
But I wish that they did that a little bit more coordinated together, and Liquid just punishes, which was really good from them.
Right, because it doesn't take much for cave aggression, right? You could even just do a flashbang over from B site and makes it...
From middle, you'd want to have it just to
middle.
make sure that guy in scaffolding gets
That
blind.
makes sense, actually. Yeah, okay.
What's Tap saying right now?
He's like, guys, just keep doing what we're doing.
Play our own game.
Just play our game. Don't play their game.
Don't play their game. That's a good one.
I mean,
got a
I hope
good
he's
point.
saying more than that.
No, he's saying more than that.
What's TC like as a coach?
Motivational, inspirational, smart, handsome, funny.
He's got quite a laundry list there.
That is, yeah. One day I want people to describe me.
And I think he's good at everything. I think a lot of coaches are like either just tactical or motivational, but I think he's like actually good at everything. He
Very
helps a lot.
well-rounded.
Yeah, he's a very smart guy, but he's also very charismatic and helps us a lot on, like, just with anything that's going wrong with the team.
No, if this smoke drops, I am screaming
You're
at my
hiding.
team. I am screaming at my team. Don't give them anything.
I've seen a lot of teams molly
Oh,
behind.
this is tough.
Oh,
Smoked him out.
Nice. That's it.
That's
I mean,
the
they know,
teamwork I like to see.
Yeah.
they know where he is,
Beautiful.
but they can't do anything about it.
But this is the conversation we just had as well. It's 3 smokes used in middle by Team Liquid.
Yeah, but now they got 5 alive at least.
True?
Oh, not anymore. They don't. What?
Okay.
Triple spray from Perfecto to win the round just like that in one magazine. Patsi. Okay, he knows. And deletes electronic. There's one back. A 2v4, and that was 5. OC would have to be quite the hero here.
I believe.
Whoa,
Wow.
Patsi does
It's coming.
too. Patsi believes. OC doesn't. He's lost his life. He's lost the bomb. Patsi flanked now, and I don't think there was a sound cue given. So with his knife out, how alert are you, Patsi?
Oh my
Whoa!
God.
Wow, he didn't lose a point of health.
I still believe.
Yeah, right. Okay, so the 42nd round the world.
He's going to get the bomber there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What's quick?
What's the timing? When does Cloud9 turn and look at CT spawn?
15 seconds.
15 seconds on the clock?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, surely one of them starts looking at main or something.
Oh, Patsy's walking.
Uh,
I think this one might be done.
20. He's walking.
That's not bad. 19 seconds is when
Not
they turn.
bad,
That's
yeah.
not bad. We'll give that to you.
Probably just going to end up saving.
Yeah.
Seems that way, doesn't it?
But the last round, like this round right now, it wasn't that bad in terms of utility usage because they opted not to smoke house in the beginning of the round. So they were able to save a lot of utility because they're not opting for that. They're only using the smoke for the molly, and then they had to smoke out the re-clear mid, which was all really good. And then they immediately went to A main altogether while the CTs are focused on mid. And then Patsy's able to have that lyric. It's just unfortunate. Perfecto picks up 3 right here.
Yeah.
Well, you're not. I mean, that's an A main or an A player's dream that they all line up for you like that. But that's just not gonna. That's not.
No, you don't get that. You don't get that clean of a lineup very often.
No.
That's John's nightmare when we line up.
Yeah.
We're
always lined up.
I know the elite.
You mean like the
reaction.
clutch yesterday?
Yep.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
zero clutch, that's one.
And then
It's
you go like
happening
this.
like every day though, so I'm just guys talking about how to not line up, and it just keeps
numb
happening.
to it now.
We're always lining up and we're always throwing nades in each other's backs.
Yep.
Perfect.
Oh, and I know it's a feeling thing, but when I'm second in, when my teammate's going in first, and my job is to trade them. What is optimal spacing? Like, do you have a kind of metric that you're using? Is it just a feeling driven? What is optimal spacing so that I'm quick enough that as soon as he's died, the other guy's not ready to adjust to wherever the bloody hell I'm.
I think you got to realize that the guy in front of you is probably going to stop. So like, you don't want to be too close to him because then you're just going to line up,
Yeah.
or you're going to have to bait him and you're not going to be able to peek with him. And I think that's the issue is a lot of our players are like very selfless. So we don't want to be looking, we don't want to look like a beta. So we're just like running up behind the guy as close as we can, and then we just both die
Like,
instantly.
my skin gets all hot when like there's no trade and I'm still alive and I just look like a master beta.
Yeah.
Like you've never seen Blame F get collated, right? Blame F never gets collated.
That's true. That's true. No collats from Blame F. We need to get the stat. How often?
That's true. If you could say one positive thing about that.
Yeah.
There's no collats.
Okay, how do they win this one, lads? It's 4 pistols of their own personal choice.
Cloud9
This would be a nice one.
They have such a read of this, though, right? Shiro's here, Perfecto's here, Hobbit's here. None of them are even in cave. They're like, we've been B-popped enough in this half. It's been a while. It's been a minute. They're going back to it at some point.
They have lots of utility to do so many options as well.
All right, who's up first? Maybe they jump across and then, yep. No! Shiro's ready.
Shiro's too good.
Oh,
never
now
mind.
the
Nice trade.
AWP.
I have Costas curse.
Congratulations.
This is tough for C9.
It affects 6 out of 10 of us. You're all good. You're in good company.
C9 has no nades, just a molly on Axel.
True.
They have to do something.
Otherwise, you're going to get like a 4v2 on a site. It's Axel that's moving.
But they're moving to A. They're going to do a fake B and then go to A.
Okay, but it's not going to be a fake if Naf doesn't kind of get something, right? You smoke short, you molly long.
Yeah, there's like not a whole lot of power in
Just faking with the scope.
Is it a double fake? Patsi sliding in now.
Nice damage. Oh, Electronic killed A. So awkward now. Rainwaker, you need this one. Oh, he's gotten away. He's gotten away. Oh, it's awkward. It's horrible. It's horrible for Rainwaker. He doesn't like this feeling. Look at Electronic using his smoke so well. And bye-bye to your hopes and dreams of winning this round.
Yeah, what a beast. That's actually a pretty cool... I don't know if they intended that to be a double fake, but it almost worked out just perfectly for it.
I think that was completely planned from Liquid. I think that was just unfortunate that they happened to have like the A stack where they were 2-0-2. Because if they actually went B, C9 probably was not going to win that round.
Yeah.
Nice start from Shiro.
Yeah, you can even like see his brain be like, nope, don't shoot at the jump.
Yeah.
Don't shoot at the jump.
That's what he wants. That's what he wants. Don't give him what he wants. And it's almost the same round again. They've gone for these two back-to-back of this compulsory pistol and AWP. Prioritize. Let's see if OC can lay down the law, leave with the lead. Lots of mid-fights going on. Electronic, a lot of pressure, forced to fight through the flames. Nice from Patsi. One rifle down, retrievable. But Shiro and Perfecto have already rotated through. They have red, or at least they're fighting for it now. OC still through mid. Shiro clearing. They have that donut thanks to YEKINDAR. And Shiro, he takes down Patsi. He wasn't tucked in. Hobbit, though, jumps into the OC scope. That's his second pick of the round. Excuse me, his first. It was Patsi finding the first of this one. No rush now for Liquid, right? You got the man advantage. Counter-Strike science dictates.
I wonder if they fake again. They've been faking a lot of the time on rounds like this.
Well,
Seems like they're going to.
We go back to that question, too, where it's like, what does Cloud9 do? Do they push for information at this point? Like, you have like a minute and, what, 10 seconds they've been playing without really information at this point? All
I don't know if they
across
can.
The
They just, like, the guys on the boost and the two other guys are just, like, all the way in the back lane. Like, what can they really push for besides house like they are now?
Yeah, I think if they just smoke out B and then just stack towards A at this point would be the highest chance of winning. So Perfecto just went towards house or A with that smoke.
Instead, it's just Axel to be tested.
Good smoke from Axel.
Oh, that's a mid lurk.
Yeah, YEKINDAR's behind as well.
Was
Can't go both. Can't lose both. Oh, Naf. He lives on. They know he's low. You can see the nade pulled out. But look at the flank. And you've both of them on YEKINDAR's plate now. It's Shiro in the clutch. Can he disrupt the plant? They're low HP. Now Fly gets it down. And a 1 versus 2 emerges for the final round of this first half. Shiro, a lot of frags. He's on his A game today. 16 and counting. No reason not to give it a go. Finds the kit. Has the smoke. And there's 2 to find. Unannounced. OC's not considered this. Time is ticking. Half gone. That bomb continues to tick. And OC, he's going to get a rude shock around the corner. The wide swing with the USP. Now the smoke on the bomb and the low HP. He might even nade Naf. Careful, Nafly. Got to spam him off the bomb. There you go. Liquid. They'll take the lead of the half. We'll be back in just 2 minutes' time to continue this 4-man casting desk. Moses, Elige, JT, and me. Join us after the break.
Hold on. Can you imagine? I found a friend here. How are you, friend?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm okay. Where are you from?
I am from Macedonia, Skopje.
Okay. What brings you to Malta this day, this hour, right now?
My friends like to visit Malta, and today we visit a lot of places. For example, Gozo Island. And also we visit Golden Bay Beach. And we visit Valletta tonight.
Did you visit hltb.org, the website, at any point today?
No, sorry.
So what you're telling me is complexity as a team, Elige as a player. What do you think about the two of them?
I can say that they are the best.
That's very nice. That's some very good stuff. Hey, complexity made it to the playoffs. Does that make you happy at least?
Yes, of course.
Makes me happy too. It's a very wholesome experience. Hey, you have a good night, my friend. And you know what? We're going to try to do the same thing as well, right here at ESL Pro League. Have a good cast, fellas.
He's got a chance in this one. Makes it look too clean.
Welcome back for the second half. Liquid Cloud9. We're joined by JT and Elige right there in middle. Machine back there on the end as well. We're having a good time. What'd you? The guy gave you a shout out, John.
I knew that I liked him the second I saw him. That's all I'm going to say.
Had a good look to him. Super happy for you guys to get to playoffs. Did you expect to go through 2-0? Were you guys like ramping up in practice and boot camp and being like, we're going to kick ass this event?
We actually were talking about it. I think that we felt pretty good coming into it.
Man.
I said guarantee we make playoffs.
Yo.
I said that before the tournament started. I don't usually say stuff like that.
Out of character, but obviously justified. You'd have been putting in that hard work, paying off, of course, forcing Cloud9 into this game now. Up against Liquid.
On no dualies.
Rainwaker, it's not pretty. Axel's gotten 2 on his way into the donor position. YEKINDAR needs an access point. It's not going to be Shiro's main. He's held onto that nicely.
Yeah, that was his only option at that point. Find the safety of A main, and obviously denied. This retake ain't going to happen for sure, but Naf's going to give it a go. A good old college try right at the end.
Oh, that angle's so OP.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty. How hard is it to retake these bomb sites on Ancient? Because I know like Inferno is the 2 hardest. I think Ancient, I think A is like up there.
You pretty much just need one of the positions. So for B, you need either like the back lane
Cave or long,
cave,
yep.
and then for A, you need either donut or temple. And if you can't like safely get out of either of those, you're pretty much done
I'd
for.
say B is much harder to retake than A.
Yeah.
B is harder?
Yeah, B is much harder. I think on A there isn't much places for them to stand unless they have donut.
Sure.
I think as soon as the T's have donut, then it's like almost impossible unless you have the number advantage.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, nothing doesn't feel good being made for that post plan, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Nice work from Axel at least, fragging up. Gets himself 3 on the anti-eco. Hobbit doesn't even get to use his SMG. Maybe he gets what? $600, please.
Ooh.
Thank you.
It wasn't for free though.
No, could have been. Costly. Doesn't go down. Electronic, he puts his 12th frag on the board as Cloud9 convert that second round of our half.
Interested to see who's going to start heavy at middle.
Yeah, we didn't really see Cloud9. Actually, neither team really gotten any kind of battles or engagements for it. You guys tried it a couple times yesterday against Cloud9. Actually, you guys, I feel like your passive setups worked better than your aggressive setups.
Yeah, I mean, C9 is a team that likes playing really slow. So if you use a lot of utility at middle in the beginning, then you don't have any utility in the later half.
Yep.
So we just plan to play slow just so we have more utility for that late round, and
Right.
it worked out really well.
Yeah, you mixed a couple times, get up a couple times. I guess is that a call like from I would imagine between you and Mike in middle, where you're like, it's been a minute since we showed some presence.
Yeah, I mean, that was prep from me. I just knew that I didn't want to start off the game playing super heavy against them.
Sure.
but you of course have to play it sometimes, otherwise they can get a lot of different timings and, you know, walk through the donut smoke like what happened one of the rounds in the game.
But this is always the cost of not fighting for middle as a T side. As your B lane is wide open, they get the info jumping up. Nothing B. Surely that means that OC's calling for help at this point.
He only has 2 flashes as well. If he gets mollied at default, it's going to be tough.
Here comes
Oh, he's
the
playing
help.
here.
So now Liquid have no nades because they fought for it.
Yeah.
And then in stark contrast, you can see how many nades are in the
Cloud9
sky.
still have so many and they're executing already.
Oh, and the boost as well to get over that temple angle. It's very popular right now. So is that strafe, but OC's ready for it. Rainwaker as well contributing. Locked down. Nothing left for Cloud9 here.
Yeah, utility don't matter if you get all the kills.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it felt like they didn't really use any flashes though.
Yeah,
like
Josh
the guy
was just
standing in the open.
free kills.
Yeah.
No one flashed like at the big box here.
Yeah, I'm wondering where the flashes actually went.
Okay, Shiro. Okay, Shiro. 2v5 now.
It's possible.
2v3. It is possible.
I think the toughest part is you don't have time to wait for electronic, really. Like, Shiro's still got to do, maybe you do.
He has
22?
some time. Patsy's aware of it, though. It's going to come up down to this.
Bang.
That's the round.
Yeah, that's it. Nice attempt from Shiro, keeping it costly, farming up to 21 and counting now. But yeah, nothing he can do here. Die, I guess. Or take another with him.
Actually, there was almost time. That's actually 6 seconds when he got that final kill. 9-9, but yeah, great economic damage. Liquid can't build anything up. No AWP is going to be out.
Damn.
Utility is still going to be a talking point.
Yeah, like legitimately losing those 3 players to Shiro is
Yeah.
really made things awkward.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
But this is what you guys are
9
talking
now.
about. Josh has there's no harassment. OC can see everything.
I feel like they threw their nades, but then didn't go out with them. But I couldn't see everything 100%, but I feel like there should have been a trade there at the very least.
Yeah.
Well, they make it work. It's just NAF that has to operate with the SMG. A couple of absent helmets. Not going to be too much of a big deal, but Perfecto's M4, I guess, is even more potent. Looks like they want to fight for mid here. Electronic, he smokes the ledge, gets spammed down, half health, but pushing nonetheless. Donut glanced upon. Rainwaker, he's got so much to deal with. He has Patsi to help him out, and that's the win in mid. One back from Exile. He's overpeaked 2 of them. Bring him down. And already this round, like these rounds are getting kind of
Just
set in
seems really
stone.
disjointed from Cloud9. Like they're trying to split middle from both CAD and from mid, but it's not. I don't know, it just didn't look good. I'm not sure what happened, but it didn't look very good.
Didn't look pretty, did it? Especially when you consider how Patsi got that frag nice and comfortable. Re-smoked off now.
Like it's actually really hard for the CTs to hold that if they come from both sides.
Yeah.
But it didn't seem like Cloud9 had a grasp on what they were doing.
All that coordinated with it.
Yeah.
Well, now it's kind of going back to hope you can repeat Shiro's performance from the last round, is just do some economic damage. And maybe you get the kills that open something up, but they need to get, what, 1 or 2 more
They can win this
kills?
round still. If they get 1 or 2 kills, yeah, they still have 2 smokes. They can block it out.
Yeah, they have 2 smokes down. They could smoke out both sides.
YEKINDAR doesn't need to push for cave.
Okay, if you pull your...
Just as Perfecto swaps out.
It's like perfect timing.
He has such a good read on when to do those timing strafes. Like Merrick's definitely has that like down really well.
All right, Shiro. How many are you going to get? How many are you taking down with you?
None.
Crossfired, 1 on each side. Ooh, almost. Almost there. And Liquid regained the lead, 10-9.
You can see a big difference from both teams of how they're starting off the CT half, where C9 wanted to play really slow. They didn't want to contest middle too much, and Liquid is just going completely ham at mid, using a lot of util to make sure that they shut it down, and C9's just playing right into it so far.
What are your thoughts on YEKINDAR as the in-game leader? Because that was a big talking point when he kind of like switched into it. Did you feel like he had like a good grasp and a good understanding well enough to be the team leader?
I think that he does. I think that his strategy is really good. Even this T side here, you could see it was really, really good calls all the way through. Well, let's look at this B rush here.
It is a very pacey one, and they've got some territory, but they still have not got long. And Patsi takes down Hobbit's push towards the short side. This is another one from Patsi, just plucking them from the pack 1 by 1. Nice kill from Electronic. Maybe he's got more to say about this one. No, caught out. That smoke could have made things awkward for a minute, but instead, it's well defended. NAF was the first on the scene, gets himself 2 and lives on. Leaves with the AK-47, Liquid up to 11.
Yeah, that was a really nice round. But going back to before, I think that Merrick's has a really good mind for the game, really good work ethic. He always comes super prepared with how he wants to, approach different games and different endings. And, you're seeing that level of coordination here. I think that his T side has been really great so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just looking at this game alone, Liquid looks much more coordinated than Cloud9 do on this map. I mean, it is their pick, so it could be like that, but it's like I think there's a very big difference right now.
This is more of just a whole W, and it is the W for Rainwaker. Gets himself the double, gets away. They are taking A space. OC will be donut. He's going to hear this, and he's going to connect. Axel did too, though. A dink to the dome. Bomb down. Not winnable, is it?
Ooh, this flash a little early. Oh, that's huge. That's massive. Electronic out of bullets. Oh, that's unreal. The burst fire to the face, and OC got dinked so long ago. It's an open plant as well. And the spam is surely one of these bullets is going to connect. OC.
He's scared because he's low HP.
Yeah, just off the bomb for the moment, trying to find a timing, and it's not going to happen.
He would have won that molly down.
That's such a sad round to lose.
Holy moly. Can we see that one in the replay again? Because that was a 2v4. I mean, I think I just started the sentence with this, they're not winning this one. And then a flashbang. Naf overlooks the corner. Then there's two of them looking into the flashbang. He runs out of bullets, swaps to the Glock, bounces his head off the wall, and YEKINDAR gets pantsed. Oh,
that's an upsetting one.
Yeah, everything was going so good, and they're knocked right back to the Stone Age. Light on utility, no kits. At least they've got the AWP. Maybe the Bronze Age then.
yeah. I think they had AWPs in the Bronze Age. I played Age of Empires, so I know. You just had to type big green, big green.
Yeah, that was
3
it.
times, yeah.
Pops into your hands.
Keiser sows the gold.
How do you turn this on?
Uh-oh.
Contact up the ramp.
Yeah, that angle was tough.
Nice refrag.
Yeah.
Product
that was
placement.
Good by
John,
Team
I
Liquid.
see you, I see you.
That wasn't intentional, but that was good.
2 smokes used on that ramp, so it does work, but certainly suboptimal. That was all of their smokes bar 1. Rainwaker's still hanging out with his, and he's responsible for middle. They cut noise now upon losing 2 for the price of 1.
And now they have no nades at B, so I like this a lot from Liquid compared to how C9 played a very similar round.
Yeah.
They're in the advantage this time, but they know that they can't actually hold B. They're re-clearing mid together as a team, and they're just going to play for the retake. This is really, really nice. And
I mean, even if the bomb set is taken, I imagine C9, you'd get caught off by the fact that it's going to be 3 people flanking. Like you're expecting. Yeah, they might even win the timing here on Shiro. Yeah, let's get a freebie. There it is.
There it is. Very uncomfortable for them now. Another 2v4 favors Liquid. No kit though. If they can delay. If they can delay! Electronics come to play. The double spray. They know where you are. They know where you are, Electronic. How are you supposed to win this one? Turns the flash. He's ready, but OC pulls the trigger first. And the retake, successful. Costly, but successful.
Cloud9's going to still buy in the next round, right? They know 2 players survive, bomb plant as well, a little bit of the extra losing bonus on top. I imagine you have to put pressure on this economy.
Yeah, they've been getting so many kills all these rounds that they lost as well.
Oh, they're right on an edge. JT, you buying in this situation?
Definitely.
Yeah, I would buy. Yeah, I think this is a really important round.
Buy it. You have to buy it.
Just dropping off for Shiro and get something done with him.
Yeah, the op drop.
If you win this round, you could probably get like the next 3 or 4, and that's, I mean, at this point of the half, it's really big.
They're half buying.
It's also a big momentum shifter round, in my opinion, too.
Right.
Surprised I didn't buy. Honestly, I thought most people would.
I kind of am too. I mean, just by the amount of times that we see teams buy in this similar kind of scenario. But I don't know, like the hero weapon maybe is what they're relying on more than anything, is just saying instead of fully investing, let's keep that potential for economic damage.
And I'm an ape, but there was 2 CTs left last round. You can see what their buy looks like now. They've got $100, $50 in the back pocket. Like if you'd have turned it on its head, like JT was saying, it's 2 extra rounds perhaps on top.
Another way you can look at it is if they half buy and they do a lot more damage again, then they'll have even better buy against a bad buy. But when your strategy has to be really good for that as well.
There is a strategy.
If they do have something, yeah.
Those are the give and takes you have in every decision, right? There's always going to be a negative to the positive that you're hoping to get out of it.
Oh, that's a whiff of a molly. Means that you can stand strong. Smoky. Off cave, it's fading now. OC jiggled out. They're pushing him. He's going to get overwhelmed. The flashbangs are good. YEKINDAR only stands for the 1. They're into the site. Retake on. OC, you need this frag, and he nails it into Electronic. No more impact from him. The in-game leader gone. Flashes, connecting. It's Rainwaker that sets him up for success. But Shiro, he's sharp today with that Tech9 too. And he's still alive. He's still alive. He's still a threat. They do finally find him. OC with the USP, but they are susceptible to Perfecto. Not an easy one. They've got a smoke and a kit, though. This gets awkward for Perfecto fast. What's he supposed to do? He knows they're going to get on the bomb. The smokes are down. Someone has to defuse. Gap in the smoke. Missed shot on the ore, playing the edge of the smoke. Rainwaker. High impact from him. Just the one frag, but the flashes as well.
So there's like the school of thought. Like, where do you guys fall on this one? Like the idea of like, do you smoke the bomb or do you smoke the choke point?
Oh,
Always
like,
the bomb.
Always the bomb?
Yeah.
There's not a
Make it
single
simple.
situation?
Yeah.
I think there's situations where it's better to
Very
smoke the
rare.
choke point, but to make it easier, just smoke the bomb, because
Yeah.
the bomb is always good. The bomb's never bad, I think.
And if you smoke a choke point, then you give free shots for them to just shoot through the smoke. So
Okay.
I'd say 99.9% of the time you want to just smoke the bomb.
Yeah, have you seen the new like retake smoke on Anubis? The one that people are throwing for dark from CT? Like there's just this very common one people are throwing, like, you know, like where cave is.
Yeah.
At the back, they just go and lob
Yeah.
it, retake.
I think
Oh,
it's
it's
a
the A
good-
main? Yeah.
yeah.
No, isn't it?
It
It's
goes
dark.
towards the dark position.
Yeah.
Like, I don't,
He's talking about E-box connector.
E-box.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
smoke
I think
E-box.
it's a good smoke, but the problem is if it's planted for there, you're just like giving it up to
spam.
RNG. Like, let's hope that we win the spam battle. But maybe if you like line it up with like a Molly or something behind it, then they can't spam. It's gonna maybe it'll be stronger.
But yeah, I mean, I'm falling into that same trap. The amount I've more often smoked the choke point and been punished for it than I have been smoked the bomb and been punished for it. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that much. 13-10, big round here for Cloud9. They saved all their pennies to have everything they desired into this one. So if they can make it count, the CTs will be battered and bruised. And that comeback is on. Rainwaker going for a jump up towards the ledge position. Held and supported by Patsi, spamming away at the smoke, can't have any stragglers slipping through. They want control.
Yeah, huge control. Oh, just gets Pat. I don't think they know it, though. I don't think they know he's here. That's a nice win.
They do now. Electronic single-handedly maintains control of B lane. That's huge when you've got, look at the map. Bomb was maneuvering to join Axile, and Electronic has just said, you don't know anything either. I've still got B control, and look at the result. It's forced Patsi over here.
It's still going to be very difficult for C9 to get into the A side here.
Well, they have the nades to push OC off.
They do, yeah.
What do
If
you
they
do? That
use them.
temple flash we've seen before?
Just a flash, or the flash would be the easiest.
Let's see if they do it, though.
I mean, they haven't been using a lot of flashes, it seems like.
Ooh,
There we
there
go.
it is.
Yeah.
Nice. Well done.
Got to
Cloud9.
learn that one.
And,
Oh.
It was so hard for him after he went the wrong side, I think, OC, there after he got blind.
Mm-hmm. Because then he couldn't reposition
Yeah, that
to
was
just
a big
hold big
mistake
box.
from him, in my opinion.
Okay, interesting. I love it when we get players on the mic. You notice that just the micro decision making.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something we've been focusing on a lot since John joined us, just like the micro decisions. I think just like general team play, it's pretty easy and we're pretty good at that in general. But we make a lot of micro...
Like the nuanced things.
Yeah, like the nuanced things that a lot of like other players like have that we didn't have.
So it's going to be costly for C9, unless Electronic can win both of these duels. If they lose all that
I mean, he's
economy,
been
it'll be
winning every
hard.
deal, so...
Patsy's ready for this. Way, just about. Wow.
I still feel as I'm watching this that Team Liquid just has a lot better coordination. Like, I feel like all the decisions that I'm seeing feel good. It feels very connected,
Yeah.
that everything's flowing
But the last
well.
like 4 rounds, they've started to use like the actual util and have good execs, like especially that half buy on B as well. Like
Shiro's-
when they jumped out ruins with the flash, I think it's been way better now.
Shiro's been taking command. I saw him right now talking. You can tell he's laying down the law, making sure that everything's going right.
Yeah, I mean, just as his career's gone on, he's been getting more vocal, and that's been cool to watch.
Yeah, I remember the rumors spreading when we had like some Russian speakers who could understand what was happening. They were saying like Shiro is in-game leading. Like Shiro is in-game leading when
Yeah.
the first time they came around. Because when he does get into that second in command role, he is barking commands, barking strategies.
I think most teams have multiple
Oh,
like
God, yeah.
in-game leaders. It's obviously the one
You
guy's
have to
like
these days, don't you?
one
You have
guy's
to.
in charge, but there's other people that are making calls and making decisions, or at least like asking to do something.
Right.
Yeah, the days of
All in
like the
Cold Sarah.
hardcore in-game leader are like long gone. Like you have to have 2 and probably even a third who's good enough to make some like I don't know, just like spur of the moment decisions based on a read.
Talking to Ents, they were saying that Snappy wants all 5 players to have the capacity to be able to say what they want in the round, how it needs to go down.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
I would
Very
imagine
hard.
it's, yeah, I was going to say, very hard to have the players that are going to have that same confidence among the whole team, but also that's a lot of people talking and trying to execute their own idea, right?
Yeah, I think it has to be like hierarchy.
You have to be able to seize the moment when you see it.
and have the social intelligence to know when you're needed and when you're not.
Right.
But we stay inside and play video games all the time, so it's not always easy to develop.
We're getting there.
We are working on it.
We're getting there.
We're working on it.
Cloud9 always have this guy named man.
Look at this push. Little, oh
Wow.
my lord.
It's a big find.
That's huge.
He doesn't know he has the bomb yet either.
Oh, Axel's screwed.
Okay, we'll take that. We take that.
He does
Yakinder
now.
gets it now, and
There's
now
the
the
bomb.
bomb is
Yeah.
lost.
Maybe he didn't see it. Did he see it with a little jiggle?
Oh, this is actually nightmare fuel for Cloud9. Nightmare fuel. Well, look what Patsy's done. The whole round is in jeopardy. Oh, you're staring at a smoke, bro.
And that's like, I guess, like one of the, I mean, you'd never kind of count for this kind of a mid-push, but like one of the strengths of someone with, like a team with YEKINDAR and Patsi is like these hyper-aggressive playmakers that aren't afraid to go for those kinds of plays specifically.
Oh, and you're mad if you're electronic as well.
Yeah,
Already.
it's a really hard pick to go for in middle.
It is.
Like, you'd feel like a twat if you're pre-aiming that and they're donut or red.
But I think they know from prep, since Axel's a lot of the time in A main, Hobbit's often alone. I guess Axel's just confident that he's going to win the fight.
And they also
I mean,
had the B
Patsy's
pressure
there.
going on over there too. They lost cave control and they were pressuring B with Shiro.
Yeah.
Well, does he hold on to the AWP, guys? Taking bets.
This is, okay. I was going to say, this is interesting. This could get really interesting if like Liquid had lost like one more person and he kept the off. Like money still, like they still haven't been able to like fully get clear of this like money issue. Like obviously great to see them still grinding these wins out, but like playing this many rounds with that, with your economy on that breaking point has got to be rough.
Yeah, Liquid haven't had many clean rounds.
Right.
Like, C9 are always getting kills. They're always getting at least 2 or 3, even when they're losing.
Well, they're getting close to the magic number. Liquid have got themselves to 14. Forced into Galil's Mac 10.
Pace change.
Mid change, yeah. Straight up mid this time.
A split.
Rainwaker, get that nade out of
He
your
might
hands.
get caught
ran
here.
this
He's on his
against us
own.
too, right?
Oh, he's dead. He's so dead. Oh, or not. Still slaps Electronic out of the round with a great headshot, but still it's up to Patsi. And OC catches one. Axel just walking out lackadaisical.
There's 2 smokes. There's 2 smokes. Oh, that's unfortunate. Patsi just happy to play behind it. They bought that kill from OC by so much time. It gives YEKINDAR the point to get into position for this flank. They won't expect this, especially if any pressure is applied. But Patsy's got to be careful.
You got burnt down to 6 HP. Doesn't get caught out. Doesn't get forced into the fight.
This is still going to be hard. The
Who
T's
goes
have
first?
Burner.
The crappy thing with this flank from YEKINDAR is he's got an SMG.
Yeah, it's not ideal. Okay, so they pressure Shiro first, force that donut player away. Now Naf applies pressure, 2 through Temple, charging, loud, audible. Maybe this is the moment. They're not looking at YEKINDAR. Snaps around, good shot from the MP9. A clutch for Shiro. And no hope now. Onto the bomb with time to spare. A great retake from Liquid.
That's actually such a sick retake as well. Like
Yeah,
that's
that was nice and patient from
Yeah.
Endo as well.
such a
Main.
good job.
He knew that he has an MP9. He doesn't want to take like an early fight.
Helping his teammates get out Temple. The guy who was burning Patsi backed off. They were all eyes towards that kind of retake point, and they were Cloud9 was completely fooled about where that came from.
Question for our players. Is that the kind of thing you talk about? On the retake, you say, like, I'll go first. Or YEKINDAR saying, I play late, you take first contact. Like, that's the kind of comms you're having, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's basically the only comms really.
When you're on that retake, it's just deciding
Yeah,
how
like
that-
who's going to go
Yeah.
first? Are we going to throw a flash?
Right.
And then, I mean, usually like smokes and stuff are like, we know where we're going to throw them.
But is that
already.
like a dialogue? Like, does it take, let's say it's, bomb's gone down, you got what, 45 seconds. Do you spend like 5-10 seconds just having that conversation as you're moving into positions?
Yeah, usually you're having that conversation as the bomb's being planted and you're just flanking and there's not really much going on. A lot of teams have a code word that they can just say very quickly for, I think Maniac was even saying yesterday that on his team it was Joker. So if you're ever like in that situation, just having a fast code word to say it is really helpful.
And Sponge was telling us when he was on a team, and someone wanted everyone on the team to freeze for a good flank, they called it EU. And if they wanted everyone to just bum rush like crazy people, they called it NA.
Yeah, I heard that.
Don't hate that. Well, this could be the last round of our first map, folks. It was picked by Liquid. And they've managed to make it look, well, impressive. Certainly impressing the Complexity boys joining us.
where are you guys at with this Cloud9 roster, right? Because like this was hands down, when it happened, the #1 roster move of the offseason. Like there's no dispute.
I think the players are
even,
amazing, but they just seem very disorganized at times, especially like on the late rounds.
Yeah, the players are playing great. I just feel like they can't all shine right now because of whatever's happening communication-wise or protocol-wise. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah,
but I think they could fix it. They could 100% fix it really quickly.
Something just seems off.
Oh, I wanted to steal his flash, Jakey. Oh well. Nav eats it. Does do some damage to Perfecto, and oh dear, Hosi takes them another step closer to the finish line. It looks like it's all done here on map 1. Nothing left for them. OC secures it. Perfecto, no hope. And 16-11, the final score on Ancient. I love that. Guys, I really am appreciative of you taking the time out of your day to join us here at the casting desk.
Yeah, of course, it's fun.
Thank you, boys.
Yeah, maybe we can steal you for another map another time.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All the excitement.